All right, well, I'm absolutely cooking right now. I'm sitting directly in the sunlight. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I have been inside the office all day. In this small little suite, I have like a small office in this executive suite office building thing. You can rent out a little like office space. Has zero sunlight. So I've pretty much just been out of the sun the entire day. And I like to get sun. I feel like it gives you vitamin D, obviously, but also it keeps me looking not like I'm dying. But I'm also kind of sick today too, so. But that's neither here or there. I'm going to try to conjure up something to talk about. Holy heck. Was that somebody screaming? Wow. Sounds like somebody's screaming. Oh no. Wow. The lady's screaming pretty hard right now. This is a park here in Roseville, California, and this area tends to have a lot of, what do you call them, gypsies, people that, nomads, people that don't have a home. A lot of them tend to hang out here. There's a parking lot over here to the right where people park their cars and they sleep in them and stuff, and then over back here there's another parking lot. And so a lot of the times there's people that are homeless that come here, and then the cops will come and, you know, kick them out or whatever. It's kind of sad, but this lady, she's pretty sure it's a lady that's just, you know, somebody just tweaking out, I guess. But I guess that could be the point of this conversation, which by now, if you're watching this video, it's probably like, unless you know me by now, or you feel like I'm going to talk about anything that's worth, that has any value, you probably have already left. But I guess I'll try to go off of what we just talked about, which is the idea that, I don't know, like community, I guess. You know, one of the things that it seems like there's a lot of problems in this world, obviously. You know, we were all kids at one point when we first came into this world. It's so crazy because even our parents went through it. We were born in this world, and it's like problems everywhere, and we're on this seemingly no end track of just solving all these problems, and it's like we're progressing, we got to progress, we got to evolve and all that stuff. And it's crazy because it's like, does it ever end, you know? But it doesn't seem like it ends, and it always seems like with every new solution there's another problem that gets developed from that solution. And so one thing that like, we have the solution of technology connecting people and everything, and Facebook allegedly is supposed to be the place where it connects people. That was a problem that it solved. That was at least something that it proposed to do, which was connect people. And then social media and technology and smartphones and everything has separated people more than ever. People feel lonely and everything. So it's like, are we really progressing? You know? And then a lot of people, like, we can't adapt to all of these new technologies and stuff. And like our caveman biology is like protesting in a lot of these cases. So it's really interesting. But one thing that I find really fascinating is that I do believe that a lot of the problems that we have, like there's a lot of problems that come from a community that is too big. Meaning that when there's a small community of people, when everybody could assess each other, can grow together, are born together and everything, when you could see essentially being kind of nosy, like there is a benefit to having those nosy neighbors, at least in a small community, where it's easier to see when somebody's being ultra greedy, taking advantage of the community, because if the community is small enough, everybody has to work together. And if there's one person that's trying to game the system and everything, take advantage of people, they get kicked out really quickly. And I do believe that human beings were a type of creature that was meant to live in smaller communities, that having something as big as a society that we have now, these big societies and stuff, it's too much for people. And it gives a lot of the people that have psychopathic tendencies, or even just straight up psychopaths, the ability to take advantage of the fact that people are coming in and out of these communities and there is no stability, that a new person can come in a community, introduce themselves, and say that they're anybody, you know? And these types of people, these psychopathic types, the sociopathic types, they take advantage of these kinds of systems where there isn't a closeness. Where if everybody was close and everybody could account for each other, everybody knew each other and everything, the psychopaths and the sociopaths wouldn't have an easy time. Because if ever they were to go into community, they would really quickly be spotted out. It's like, dude, you're just screwing everybody over. You're just trying to take advantage of everybody. Get the hell out. And then, okay, my iPhone overheated, as you would expect, because it was straight up in the sunlight. So the point of the video was that communities in a world where the communities are super huge, where we live in big cities, where there's not where it's hard to develop close, tight-knit relationships, one of the things that we could do is be extra intentional with our network. That's like a microcosm of having a tight-knit community, rather than, you know, having those small communities like we used to have in the past. There's a lot going on around here right now. And I just wanted to say that my goal is to be more intentional with this network and, you know, make it built off of values rather than shallow stuff. And that's what I think we should do. Jeez Louise, there's so much going on over here. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like unfiltered raw talks, this is the channel where I do that. I release a video every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you enjoy this, consider subscribing, leave a comment and like the video if you liked it. It helps a lot. And thank you for making it to the end. Take care.